Anxiety, social anxiety. Do you suffer from anxiety? What exactly is anxiety? My opinion, without looking at the definition, is just fear. Anger comes from fear. Many of these conditions that we treat with medication come from fear. They're rooted in fear. But hey, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not here to advise you about medication. But I am here to talk about fear and anxiety. Let's look at the definition of what anxiety is. A feeling of worry, sounds like fear to me. Nervousness, I know when I'm afraid I'm nervous. Or unease, a lack of comfort, content, a lack of ease. Kind of like dis-ease, disease. Typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. Something in the future. And what usually is the deal when we're afraid? It's never, I don't believe, about anything in the present moment. It's about what we're afraid is going to happen tomorrow, the next day, sometime in the future. So remember, when you're in fear or when you have anxiety, it's a feeling of fear about something that's going to happen. And sometimes you don't even know what it is. I felt fearful, and I didn't really even know what I was afraid about. But if you take time to contemplate your life, you could probably discover it. Instead of running to a pill, a drug, alcohol, which is what most people do. And I've done that in my life also. But you never learn and you never grow from that. If you can face these fears, discover what they are and work through them, and what I mean by working through them is to confront the fears. Whatever you're afraid of, it may just be getting up the next day. It may be social anxiety. You're afraid to talk to people. Go up and talk to someone who you know will not reject you. 99% of the people are not going to reject you. I talk to people all the time that I don't know about things that are just daily things. If I'm in the grocery store, I may be looking for something, and there'll be a lady standing there, and I'll just say, man, I can't find the syrup. I thought it was in this aisle. And she may start talking, she may tell me where it's at, or she may say, well, I was looking for something the other day too and I couldn't find it. Every time I come in here, they move things around. That's all it is. It's just a short conversation. I have no idea who this person is. I'll probably never see them again. But it's really easy to do that. And every time you do this, this lessens your fear or your anxiety about talking to people, your social anxiety. Many young people have social anxiety today because they're just not used to talking to people in person. And there's nothing like a connection in person with someone. You cannot get that from social media, from texting, from messaging, from even video calls, Zoom calls, FaceTime, all of that. I was talking to a gentleman last night about that. We were talking, I had not seen him for a while, and we were discussing the difference between talking through some apparatus technology and talking to each other. There's a connection and energy you get from that you don't get from anything else. And I realize people that have this social anxiety may feel disconnected. And the only way you're going to feel connected is to be around people, to listen to people, to converse with people, to actually connect. I know they tell you you can connect through messaging and FaceTime and all that, and that is a way of connecting, but nothing substitutes in person. You never really get to know someone until you meet them and talk to them in person. And I once heard someone say, a wise person, that you never really get to know someone until you live with them. Yeah, well, that's a whole nother video, but there's a lot of truth in that too. I have lived with quite a few women. I've roomed with a man or two in my life. Only once, many years ago, and that didn't work out for me. I don't like sharing utilities, rent, and different things like that with someone else. I like to have my own home, unless it's with my woman. I like that, okay. So the next time you have social anxiety, Don't run and try to escape it. Embrace it, as they say. Contemplate why you're having it. And if you can't figure it out, one thing to do is just to go out and take a brisk walk and breathe deeply. And if you have a higher power, if you believe in a God, pray to God and ask Him to remove that fear from you and direct your attention to what He would have you be. And get your mind focused on what you want to be, what you want to do in life. Action in the direction of your goals will eliminate fear or anxiety. It doesn't have to be a big action, but a small action in the direction of your desires will alleviate fear and anxiety. So try it next time you're afraid. That's it for today. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and take care. See you soon.